Hello. We'll get started here in like 5 minutes. I'm just making sure everything's working okay. Cool. I've been told everything looks. Ooh, 4 people. I wish I knew who you were. Oh, 5 of you. Awesome. All right. Well, we'll get started. Welcome everybody online. I hope everybody can hear me okay. I've been having somebody watching letting me know if anything goes wrong, so hopefully nothing goes wrong. So this is all new to me, and I apologize for any quality of the video. My laptop is fairly old and gross and dirty, so hopefully that will be fixed in the future. So today, as you probably read from the title, we're gonna do a spring equinox yoga set. So spring equinox right now, half dark, half light. We're kind of in that 50-50 zone, and it's a time of rebirth, obviously planting seeds in a more literal sense, as well as spiritual, physical. So today we're going to start by being really grounded, getting all that grounding energy moving from that like into the hips, into the first chakra, and then kind of moving up the body to the higher elevations. So to get started, let's all just start in Shavasana. So lying flat on our back, we're gonna start really low to the ground tonight. Open up the heels to each corner of the mat. Open up the hands, palms face up. And relax into the mat. You can close the eyes down if you like. And let's just start breathing deep into the belly, through the nose. And exhale the belly button towards the back of the spine. Exhaling out the nose. Try to be as still as you can. Focus on all those parts of your body that are hitting your mat, that are touching the mat, touching the floor. Grounding yourself. And gradually trying to breathe deeper. Take in more air. Exhale more completely. Filling the belly, filling the chest, all the way up to your collarbones. Exhaling all the way out. Try to keep that inhale as even with your exhale as possible, so same length of time. Again, that 50-50. Nice and even. Reminding yourself to be present, bringing yourself into your body. It's a really hard time right now to be present, I feel, but it's so important. Don't worry about what's to come. Don't worry about what's happened. Just breathe into your body, into your space. And when you're ready, we're going to take our right knee and bring it into the chest. Bring the right knee towards your armpit, towards your right armpit. So kind of off to the side a little bit. Flex the foot. Circle that ankle a couple times. Pulling that knee closer to the chest. And on your next exhale, take that right knee, bring it over to the left, supine twist, and then you're going to look to the right and extend your right hand out, right palm up, fingernails towards the floor, looking out towards that right palm. This set tends where you kind of start moving backwards, so kind of from Shavasana, and we're moving up. So it's almost like a reverse class a little bit. And when you're ready, inhale, bring that knee up and over. Hug into the chest again. And exhale, bring that right foot down, bring that left knee up. Hugging that left knee into the left armpit. Circling that foot around. And again, on your next exhale, bring that left knee over to the right. Look to the left, bring that left arm out straight. Finger downs towards the floor, palm towards the sky. Nice deep breaths here. And bring that left knee up towards the chest again. Hugging it into the chest, into the armpit. And exhale, bring that left leg down. And then we'll bring both knees up into the chest. Flex the feet. Again, bring both knees in towards the armpits. And then we're going to take our arms and we're going to bring them in between our knees and wrap our hands around the outside of our feet. So happy baby. So soles of the feet are towards the ceiling. You're trying to pull your knees down towards the mat. Your whole spine, besides maybe your cervical spine and your neck, is on the mat, or at least trying to be on the mat. So really kind of flatten that back out from your tailbone all the way to your shoulders. And breathe. You can rock back and forth. And when you're ready, bring the knees into the chest. Bring the hands on top of the knees. And you're just going to make big circles with the knees, clockwise or counterclockwise, doesn't matter. You're more going to focus not on circling the knees, but your sacrum, drawing a circle around your sacrum. So your low back, right above your tailbone. If you feel a nice tender spot that feels good to kind of go over a couple times, do that. You can hold it at a certain spot if that feels good. Yeah, when you're ready, reverse your circles. And let's rock up and down on the spine, bring the knees into the chest, get that momentum. And let's come all the way up to seated. We're going to come into a butterfly, so bound ankle pose. So feet together, knees apart. Spread the feet open like pages of a book. Sit nice and tall. And here we're going to do some spinal flexing. So you're going to inhale, bring the shoulders back, tailbone back. And then exhale, curl the tailbone in, curl the shoulders in, and then continue. Inhale and exhale. So this for the sides. And inhale, chest forward, shoulders down and back. And then exhale, just try to bring that chest towards the feet. And breathe here. And inhale, come on up. And let's come into just this regular seated pose or wherever's comfortable. Hands on the knees. And we're going to begin Sufi grind. So it's big circles with the chest, big circles with the hips. Pick a direction. Breathe deeply. I always like to inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. And go ahead, reverse the circles other way. And inhale, nice straight spine. And exhale. And let's come to hands and knees. And here we'll do a couple of cat-cows here. So inhale, chin up, tailbone up. I always like to tuck my toes on this part. And then exhale, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone, and bring the tops of the feet to the mat. Inhale. And exhale. And when you're ready, push your hands, curl the toes under, and push back into downward facing dog. If downward facing dog is too much, you can always just come to hands and knees and stay there too. But pedal out your feet if you're in downward dog. Lift the sit bones high. And then try to find a place of stillness here. Gripping the hands into the mat, making little suction cups, fingertips, base of the palms. Pressing into the mat. Make sure your head is nice and loose. And we're gonna inhale, lift that right leg up. And then exhale, you're gonna bring that right leg in between the hands. Bring the left knee down, left top of the foot down on the mat. Inhale, reach up. You can also keep your hands on the mat too if this is too much. Breathe deeply here, press the hips down. And let's bring the hands down, and we're just going to straighten that right leg and fold over that right leg, bringing the hips back towards the left heel. And let's bring it back to that lunge, that deep low lunge in the right leg. And again, we're going to lift those hands up. Try to curl the pinkies inwards. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, bring those hands down, and again, fold over that right leg, straightening it out. Flexing that right foot. And we're gonna step into that lunge again, curl the left toes under, and step back down into downward facing dog. And let's do the other side. Lift the left leg up. Exhale, bring that left foot in between the hands. Lower that right knee down, top of the right foot down. Inhale, reach. This is Anjali-asana. Shoulders away from the ears. Pressing those hips down, breathing deep. And on your next exhale, bring those hands down. Sit back on that right foot, flex that left foot, straighten that left leg, fold over the left leg. And inhale, bend that left knee, come back into that low left lunge. Again, curl those pinkies inwards, shoulders away from the ears. And again, on your next exhale, release the hands down, folding over that left leg. And inhale, back up to that lunge on the right side. Exhale, bring the hands down and step back into downward facing dog. And on your next inhale, you're gonna come up over to an upward push-up. So shoulders over the wrists. Knees can be off the mat or they can be on the mat here. From here, we're gonna lower down like a push-up. So keeping the elbows nice and tight in the body, lower down. Exhale. Inhale, come up into upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, roll over the toes back into downward facing dog. And let's lift that right leg. Exhale, you're gonna bring the knee to the nose and come into that upward push-up. And then inhale, reach that right leg back. Exhale, bring that knee to the right elbow. Inhale, lift back. Exhale, bring the knee to the left elbow. Inhale, come back. And exhale, bring that foot up and in between the hands. Once you're here on your next inhale, you're gonna spin that heel down in the back. And then inhale, reach the arms up to warrior one. Hips are square to the front of the mat. Same with your chest and your arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come down into warrior two. So now your hips are facing the left. Chest is open to the left. Back leg is nice and strong. Arms are nice and straight. Take a moment and glance at your back hand. Make sure it's directly behind you. And we're going to inhale, reach the arms up, pivot the feet so you're facing the left. And then we're going to exhale, turn the toes out, heels are in, bend the knees down and come down into cactus arms, collie pose. And hold here. Almost like you're sitting down in a chair with your legs nice and wide. And inhale, reach the arms up, straighten the legs. Exhale, come back into that warrior two over the right leg. Inhale, flip the palm and bring the palm up and over to reverse warrior. And exhale, bring that right elbow to the right leg. Bring the left arm up and over, side angle. On your next inhale, bring that left arm back, right arm forward to warrior two again. And then inhale, swing that left arm down and around so you come back into warrior one. Hips facing the front of your mat, same as your chest. And then here we're gonna use all of our strength, try to put your weight into your right foot, and you're gonna step that left foot up to meet the right in chair pose. From here, you're gonna bring the hands down in prayer on the chest, and then you're gonna twist towards the right. So bring your left elbow towards. These should be together and parallel with each other, not one sticking out over the other. And inhale, come back to center. Exhale, forward fold.
And when you're ready, inhale up to a flat back, so hands on the shins, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, place the hands on the mat, and you can step or jump back to that upward push-up. Or again, if that upward top of the push-up is too much for you, you can go to hands and knees. On your next exhale, lower down that push-up. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And we gotta do the other side, so we're gonna inhale, reach that left leg up. Exhale, bring that left knee to the nose, like an up on that top of the push-up. Inhale, bring that left leg back. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, bring that left leg back. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, bring that left foot in between the hands into a lunge. On your next inhale, spin that heel down, come all the way up to warrior one. Again, find this pose, get deep into it. Nice, strong right leg, straight. On your next exhale, turn the body towards the right, opening up to warrior two. Hips are open to the right, chest is open to the right. Again, glance back at that hand, make sure it's directly behind you. And we're gonna inhale, lift the arms, pivot the feet so you're facing the right. And bring the heels in, face the toes out. And on your next exhale, we're gonna bring the elbows down, sit down into that collie pose. Nice straight back, nice deep. Take the legs, exhale, come back into that warrior two. And we're gonna flip that front palm. On the next inhale, reach it back, reverse the warrior. Exhale, elbow to thigh, bring that back arm up and around to side angle. Ideally, you're supposed to be looking up here, like through your arm, kind of under your armpit. And on your next inhale, bring that back arm up and over to warrior two. And on the next inhale, sweep that back arm up and over to warrior one. Nice strong back leg. And we're gonna put a lot of weight in our left foot this time. And on the next exhale, put that weight in that left foot and jump the right foot up to meet it. Still keeping that nice deep bend in the knee into chair pose. And here, bring the hands in prayer. And this time we're gonna twist to the left. Ideally, you're supposed to be looking up. You can also look down or straight ahead, whichever works. But if you can, try to look up if you're working on it. And let's come back to center. And forward fold on the exhale. You can hold opposite elbows with the hands. Put a little bend in the knee. Rock side to side. And let's inhale up to flat back, hands on the shins. Exhale, lower down, forward fold. Inhale, place the hands on the mat, flat back. And then you can either meet us in down dog or we're gonna jump through to that vinyasa. So you can step back to the top of the push-up. Exhale, lower down push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And let's inhale, right leg up. Exhale, bring that right leg in between the hands. Spin that left heel down, come up into warrior one. And open up, warrior two. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna straighten that right front leg. You're gonna reach forward, bring the hips back, and reach forward with that right hand. And then you're just gonna rotate the hands, right hand down, left hand up. Try to gaze up towards that left hand. If you're having trouble with this, you can always step that back foot up a little bit. That can help. Or if you have a block, you can place your hand on a block. And look down. You're gonna bend that right knee. If you have a block, you can bring it a little bit in front of you. We're gonna go into half moon. So if you don't have a block, you're gonna place your hand a little bit ahead of you, and you're gonna try to step up. Okay, more towards the middle so you can see. Into half moon. So the body is facing the left, hips are open to the left. Left foot is flexed. You can look down at the mat. Or ideally, you're supposed to be able to look up. I am not there yet, so especially not today. All right, when you're ready, we're gonna just rotate the hips and rotate that left hand down to meet the right and come into standing split. So your hips are facing the mat below you, they're square, and you're trying to lift with your butt and your lower back that left leg and trying to bring your face towards your knee. And we're gonna lift that left leg up a little higher, and then you're gonna exhale, bend the right knee, and you're gonna try to bring the toe towards that right heel. So left toe towards right heel, and then you're gonna straighten that leg, bring it back up. 1, we'll do 2, down, up, and do 3, down, up. You can, let's do 1 more down, and up. And let's bring that left leg to meet the right, forward fold. And let's inhale, flat back, hands on the shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands on the mat. You can just step back to downward facing dog, or let's go through a vinyasa if you like. Step back to top of a push-up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And let's do the other side. Inhale, lift that left leg. Exhale, bring that left foot in between the hands. Spin that right heel down. Bring the arms up forward. Open up the hands, warrior two. And then we're gonna straighten that left leg. Hips go towards the back. Reach towards the front. And then pivot the arms. Looking up or down, or straight ahead, make a choice. Again, you can use a block here if you like. Trikonasana, triangle pose, for obvious reasons. All right, let's look down, bend that left leg. And then we're just gonna hop up into that half moon. So reach forward a little bit, about a foot, and then try to lift up right leg, opening up the body towards the right. Chest open, hips open. Breathe here. You can either look down or try to look up. Back foot is flexed, it's in the air. And let's rotate that left arm down, rotate the left hip down to meet the, right hip down to meet the left, and then into that standing split. So trying to kick that right foot up with the hip square, face towards that left knee. The next step to this is trying to bring your hands to your ankles, or your ankle, your lower ankle. If you want to go. And let's do what we did on the other side. We're going to inhale, kick that right leg up. Exhale, bring that right toe to the left heel, bending the knee a little bit on that left leg. Inhale up, 3. Exhale down. Inhale up, 4. And exhale, lower that right leg to meet the left, forward fold. Again, here, hanging over the legs, you can bend the knees a lot. A little, hold on to opposite elbows. Move side to side here. Letting the head hang. All right, now let's inhale up a flat back, hands on the shins. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, hands on the mat, flat back. Step back to the top of a push-up, or you can just go back to downward dog and meet us there. We're at top of the push-up. On the next exhale, lower down. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing. And then we're going to bend the knees, look forward, hop, step, shuffle, however you like. Bringing the hands, or the feet up to meet the hands in a forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, lower down. And inhale, hinge at the hips, rise all the way up. Hands up over the head. In prayer, pushing the hips forward. And exhale, lower the hands down on either side. It's our first time standing all the way up with legs straight. So find your center here. You can rock back and forth on the feet, side to side. Nice even stance in the feet. Palms face the front. You can close the eyes down, breathe here. And let's just open up the feet so they're about hip width distance if they're not there already, which is about 2 fists. And we're going to inhale, reach the arms up. Grab onto the right wrist with the left hand. Exhale. Come up and over to the left. If you can, look under that right arm. Nice. Inhale up and switch. Exhale over to the left side. Or sorry, right side. You can choose with your left arm going over to the right side. Nice deep breaths, looking over that left, under that left arm. Inhale up. Reach the hands high and exhale, lower the hands down. So you can either do this next part with your knee or your foot. So let's just start hands on the hips. You're gonna put all your weight in your left foot. And you're gonna lift that right knee up. So it's parallel with the hip. This. Flexing that foot. If you can grab onto your right knee with your right hand. Or if you want, you can take your right hand, hook your right toe, and try to straighten that right leg. Try here to stay as straight as you can in terms of your spine. So don't lean over like this. If you're doing this, just go back to knee. But if you're like this and straight, that's fine. Just try to straighten that leg up.
And if you guys still have it in you, if you're standing there for a while, I know, try to open up here. Ooh, that's a little sticky. And if you're with your knee, you can open it up like this too. Excellent. Let's bring it back, bring it down, shake it out. And we're gonna do the other side. So hands on the hips, put all that weight in that right foot, lift that left knee up. And hold on to the left knee or reaching from the inside. Take your peace fingers, grip the toe. I always like to push my thumb into my toenail. Apparently there's an end of a nerve ending there that feels really good for. And straighten the leg if you can. Open it up. Now that this is on video, I can like watch myself. This is a little nerve-wracking. And let's bring it back and bring it down. And shake out that leg. And then we're gonna come into tree pose on the other side. So weight in the left leg. Bring that right foot. You can either bring the heel towards the ankle or use that foot, little toe as a kickstand, or bring it up towards the calf, or you can bring it all the way up onto the thigh. Bring hands into prayer. If you want, you can lift the arms up. And once you're here, you can open up as well. Can't really see on the video, but my pinkies again are, and then the next exhale, release down. Try the other side. Weight in the right foot. Again, if you kickstand it, calf, bring it all the way up. Some sides are much easier than others. Again, hands in prayer. Try to find a focal point right in front of you. That's not me or your screen, because I will be. And let's lower it down and shake it out. Okay. Now, we're gonna do something that's called painting the aura. It feels really good. We're gonna, you still just face the front. I'm just turning so you can see me. Feet about hip width distance. Put a little bounce in the knees, so bent knees. We're gonna inhale, reach up, push the hips forward, and then your exhale, you're gonna sweep the arms down, and a nice big exhale like a, and bring the arms behind you. Then bring that momentum back up. Inhale, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up. Keep going here at your own pace. It's a good way to let out any residual energy. And again, it's called painting your aura. So imagine just taking all that energy, splattering it on the wall in front of you. Couple more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale up. Exhale down, and keep down in that forward fold. Hang over the feet. Planting the feet. Put a little bend in the knee. Breathe here. And inhale, we're going to just roll all the way up, vertebra by vertebra. Once you get to the top, lift the head, inhale the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, roll them back and down. Bring the palms to face the front, eyes closed. Breathe here. Next, we're going to do a little bit of pranayama, or a breathing exercise with arms. You're going to bring the hands to a prayer, but you're going to open up that prayer. So the pinky and the palm and the base of the palms together and the sides of the thumbs. And it's called like the lotus flower. So you're going to inhale, reach that lotus flower up.
And then you're gonna exhale, curl your hands in, bring the backs of the hands together, pointing the fingers down, all the way down to the belly button. And then curl the hands back up to prayer. And then again, you're gonna inhale. Exhale. Up and around. Inhale. Exhale. And around. Continue at your own pace. Inhaling. Exhaling. Do a few more. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And around, ending with your hands in prayer. And let's bring the hands down. We're going to do one more breathing exercise called Breath of Fire. It's really common in my Kundalini classes, but it's also just a common breath in yoga. Let's place the hands on the belly. And you're going to just breathe rapidly in and out through the nose, but really pumping the belly. So focus on the exhale. It's like a... If you don't really have that muscle memory, try painting first. And just close the mouth. Do that through the nose. The more you concentrate on the exhale, the inhale will come automatically. It's a big diaphragm exercise. So keep going the best you can. We're going to go for just about a minute. So if you get a little out of breath or lightheaded, just take nice deep breaths, slow it down. This is a really good breath to do for the immune system. It just heats up the insides. And let's take a nice deep inhale. Hold the breath, roll the eyes to that third eye, that point right in between the eyebrows, right in the middle of the forehead. Hold, hold, hold. Take another sip of air. And exhale, relax the hands down at the sides. And let's just come all the way to seated, easy pose, or wherever you're comfortable sitting. Hands open on the knees. And let's take a few breaths here. Feeling the sit bones on the ground, back to the earth. And let's open up the legs, nice wide deep. Flex the feet here. We're gonna inhale, reach the arms up. Rotate to the right, over the right leg. Exhale, come all the way down over that right leg. Try to push that left butt cheek in towards the mat. Flexing the feet, really going chest and belly first. Last thing to kind of come down is tucking the chin, but almost like you're trying to hook your chin over your feet first. And let's inhale, reach up with the arms, rotate to the left, exhale all the way down to the left. And again, inhale, reach up. Let's bring the feet together. And on your next exhale, lower down, forward fold. Reaching for the toes, the ankles, the shins. Again, chest, belly first. Nice straight spine. Reach from the crown of your head all the way down to your tailbone. If you have grip on your feet, if you reach your toes, I always like to reach into the sides of my toes, like my pinky toes, and try to flatten my feet out, like there's a whole other stretch. If you're like, this is easy, that really kicks up some other muscles. And when you're ready, inhale up, and exhale, come lying all the way down on your back. And let's bring the feet on the mat, knees bent. Try to bring the heels all the way up to meet your hands with your palms facing down. Fingertips graze against the heels. Knees are about hip width distance apart. Keep them that way, like you're almost like you're squeezing a ball or a block between your knees. And we're just gonna inhale, lift the hips to bridge pose. You can stay here or you can work your shoulders under and try to clasp your hands under your butt, lifting the hips high. Try to relax your glutes, relax your thighs. Now just engage your thighs, relax the glutes. And when you're ready, work those shoulders open again and slowly lower down vertebra by vertebra, bringing the hips all the way down to the mat. And then let's just windshield wiper knees back and forth. And we can do two things here to kind of round out, finish class. We're gonna, you can either bring the legs up to 90 degrees and keep them here. Just get all that good blood flow back down to the chest. We did a lot of leg work, so getting that all there. If you want, and if you have it in your practice, you can come up into shoulder stand. So that's lifting the hips up in line with the shoulders, using the hands to support the lower back. And you can either point the feet, flex the feet here, or do like ballerina style, which is balls at the feet towards the ceiling, spreading the toes wide. Don't forget to breathe. When you're ready, you can lower the back down to the hips, keeping the legs up to 90 degrees. If you want, you can bring your toes behind you into plow pose before you go down, if you have that in your practice. If not, just lower all the way down, hips to the ground. Keep the legs up to 90 degrees though, letting your spine even out here. And let's bring the feet towards the mat, knees bent. And again, windshield wiper the knees back and forth a little bit. And let's bring the knees into the chest and bring the nose towards the knees so you're in a nice tight little ball. Wrap up into that little ball nice and tight. Breathe deeply here. Put some tension in the arms and in the legs. Deepest breaths you've taken today. And let's come down all the way onto your back, heels towards the edge of your mat, corners of your mats, palms facing the ceiling, back into that Shavasana like we started. Lift your head slightly, tuck your chin, and then place your head back down so the back of the neck is nice and long. Relax the feet, splay them outwards. Breathe deeply here. Inhale deeply. Exhale, relaxation all the way down to your toes. Again, inhale deeply. Exhale, relaxation all the way down to your toes. Your body's done doing work, your mind's done doing work.
Begin to start deepening your breath, wiggling your fingers and toes, winding your wrists and ankles. And let's take a nice deep inhale. Biggest inhale you've taken today, biggest stretch you've taken today. Lift the arms up over the head, point the toes, flex the toes. And exhale. Bring the knees into the chest. Rock side to side. Wake up the spine. And let's rock up and down on the spine, or you can roll to the side, push yourself up that way. Coming all the way into easy pose, seated posture with the hands in prayer on the chest. Eyes closed down. And taking a nice deep breath, we're gonna close the class with one long Om. Let's inhale deeply. Exhale for sound. Thank you so much for joining me online. I am so grateful for the power of the internet right now, and I hope you enjoyed the class. I also miss you all and wish you were in the class, but I know it's not how it's going to be for a little bit, so I appreciate you joining me. And just remember, the days are getting lighter, both by the sun and in spirit. So taking a nice deep inhale. Bowing the forehead towards the mat, exhale. Thank you. See you next time. Thanks, guys.